Welcome everyone. Welcome to Good XP. My name is Faruk. I am a full stack software developer with an engineering background. And today we will continue building a full stack application, but more on Next.js side, more on the front end side. We are utilizing a headless CMS using Ghost CMS that will act for us as a headless CMS, and we are building on top of that kind of semi full stack Next.js application. This is the fourth episode in this series where I am building my website in public. I have to make a quick recap on the situation here. So this is the wrong mouse. Let's switch to the monitor. And before that, perhaps we can talk about the technologies I'm using to have a quick reminder, which are nicely shown here actually. We are building Next.js version 13 with Next.js version 13. Stable version, I'm not using the app folder, which is now in beta. Maybe that will change in the future, and we can think about refactoring when that happens. On top of that, we are utilizing Tailwind with a pretty good configuration, theme setting, typography, linting, etc., etc. Typescaling, we are also utilizing those stuff. We are using Storybook. It is really not necessary for this project entirely, but I wanted to show it, use it in the content, and it is good practice, a good technology. So why not introduce it? Why not use it? Anyway, so we are also using Typescript, Husky, ESLint, Jest, and Prettier for better developer experience and better maintainability and extensibility of the project. So that's it. Let's switch to the monitor now, and let's have a quick recap. So first of all, as I said, I am a freelance software developer, so I need some place to show my work, show my credibility and everything, right? So everyone needs a portfolio page, a resume page, whatever that is. So this is my page currently. This is my website. I built this using the same stack, Next.js and Ghost, but this is stale for a while now, and I wanted to educate myself on the up-to-date technologies with Next.js and other stuff. And I also wanted to build something in public, and what better way to do it other than building something you need. So that is what we are doing right now. We are building a website for myself to present me to the world, and it will show what I am, basically. I don't know, I'm just making it up. So anyway, the thing we are going to build, and I don't have it all here, but the thing I'm going to build will look something like this. I'm going rather untraditional designs here. I'm trying to design myself any way I can. So this will be the landing section with a hero section in it, landing page. it will be scrollable down, which will have some featured writings and projects, all randomly ordered. I will think about it, how to implement. Then it will have an about me section, plus maybe something else. I didn't think this through yet, and we will do it together. I plan to have a very minimal navigation, very minimal structure in the website, consisting of writings and projects. For writings, I think, let me show it here perhaps. I plan to write on coding, gaming, literature, some translations as well. My thoughts about the world that I am in general. I am writing a novel, actually, literary novel. I plan to publish it in installments in this page, in this website. So those are the topics I want to write. I am not constraining myself, restricting myself on any front. What I am will be totally transparent from the website. I will try to translate everything I am to a tangible thing, to a tangible, accessible content. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Our objective. And let's think about what we have done so far. So what we have done so far is we built the general boilerplate of the project. It has taken a while, maybe longer than your usual tutorials or courses, whatever. But this is how I do it. I am going in my own pace, in my own cadence, and in my own style. One purpose of this content is to show my working style, show my thinking style, show my self as well. So there is nothing wrong in that. Okay, yeah, we built the Next.js project, then we set up the Husky, where we build our, can I increase the font size here? Yes, okay. So let's zoom in, because I get some feedback about the font sizes. I increased it on VS Code. Let's increase it here as well. So okay, so we built the project, we created the boilerplate, we built the Husky scripts before commits and pushes, and we configured our IDE configurations. What else? Yeah, ESLint, Prettier, engine locking, etc., etc. A lot of stuff. Then we set up the Tailwind with theme colors. If you can see it here, right here, I can show it also here. We set up some theme colors with the Tailwind. We set up the font, our theme fonts. Yeah, we also set up the Typescaling. I'm just going through really quickly. So as you know, Tailwind resets every semantic elements definitions. So we set it up with a systematic type scales. Now H1, H2 has different definitions. So we can use our semantically valuable we can build our web pages in a semantically we can build semantic information as well to our pages, to our design. So yeah, that is I think a very important thing missing from most developers process, work routines, practice. They usually build entirely with divs and p elements, paragraph elements, and I think that is not entirely appropriate. So let's follow the link. Currently, this is how my website looks like. That's it. And we are only showing the base template, which is the most important one that I need to show here. After Tailwind, we installed Storybook and we installed Jest. Then finally we build our base template. Now base template is important because we are going to copy this folder, this entire folder, and we paste it. So now, for example, if we are building a new button component, we rename this entire folder to a button, and it will act as a template for the remainder of this project. Whenever we create a component, we will use this base template to build the new component. So what does this template has? Of course, we have the initial, we have the actual component file .tsx. We build the template as a React functional component. It will have its props, and on top of that, here we are using a new library, a rather small library, but I think this will gain traction and will be used more and more because it abstracts the class definitions, style definitions outside of the template, and you can parameterize the classes. So for example, when you are building variants, stylistic variants to your components, you need to have some conditional checks in the class name before, and you were using class name package, for example, to evaluate a Boolean condition and apply one class or another. But it would get really messy very quick. So when we use this new package, class variance authority, that I mentioned, you can build your variants as an object, and you can give a parameter basically, and it decides on the fly. Yeah, so that is very tidy. Everything is in its own place, and yeah, so you can have a better readability, better developer experience. Yeah, and we will see it in action really quick. So Storybook is something allows you to view your components in an isolated way, but also interact with them. So for example, I imported the base template here and demonstrated it over here. But when I build a component, I can use it, I can see it without using it anywhere. using Storybook. So that is the power and function of Storybook. And I will show it in action as well. Let's finish the folder structure in our template component. And finally, we have the test file .tsx as well, because we are rendering components. So we will basically render the component here once. And the good thing is we are building with default props, and then we call this function in our tests. We can give this render component function any props we can. So we can override the default props in the tests. But this gives us a better readability again. So we can write any type of tests, any type of unit test that we need in the future. So this is the basic folder structure of a component in this project. And as you can see, also on the tests, we have a very good readability. We can see it failed. Why? I am not sure. Run again. No failed test one. Okay. I don't know the message. Anyway. So, Storybook. Let's see Storybook. Where is it? So Storybook runs like this. You see, we have the base template, and as you can see already, we can create for the base template, we can create primary and secondary. That information comes from this definition, and we can give them some props here. So based on the props we gave, primary and secondary changes. And here, let's put them side by side. Oops, not this one. So as you can see, our base template actually is, if it is primary, if the intent is primary, and as you can see in the primary, we don't give any intent, but if no intent is given, primary is the default value. So for the primary intent, we have the bg primary utility class that changes the background color. We can even make this like, let's make it really obvious. So like this, for example, right? So it should immediately be available, as you can see in our Storybook. This is pretty cool, right? So we can make this, I don't know if we have black, we have dark, right? No, we have, what do we have? BG violet, orange. Do we have orange? Yes. Okay. I don't really remember what kind of classes I put there. So you can see it immediately reflects on the Storybook. So we can see what type of things, what type of classes we do on our components, and we can see the effects immediately. As you can see, rounded corners. We can say, I don't know, font medium. Suddenly we want our, no, was it already the font medium? I don't know. Let's make it more font bold. You see, font bold, it changes. Is there an extra bold to make it extra visible? Now go to light. You can see the changes, I am sure. So this is it. So this is our storybook, and we have seen the tests in action. Now we are going to start building our hero section. Right. So what I am thinking actually is to start with content API of Ghost and start going from there. So I am thinking, let me show what I think, because I haven't really tried this yet. I haven't really tried this, but I have it somewhat defined, designed in my mind. So first things first, I hope I don't show any sensitive information. Let's see. So I created a couple of users stuff, and posts and pages will belong to these stuff. And as you remember, this is also a design work, so I want to mention it. So I will have a landing page which will be the entirety of this. Whatever will be here will be on the landing page. Then I will have writings. There will be posts that contain some blog posts, some literature content, some tech content, whatever. Then I will have projects where they will be also blog posts, but they will include they will be content about the projects, such as this one, for example. I will make it a reading content, and it will be a project. So we have writings and we have projects. And I don't know, about me will be a page. Maybe there will be a get in touch contact page. There will be pages, but they will be one of a kind content and more singular content. So I think that makes sense. That is easily understood. So for each type of posts, I created a new stuff. I am trying to utilize Ghost's capabilities. I am trying to distinguish the content I will fetch from Ghost first on the stuff level. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Then, for example, we will create a post here. Let's create it together. So I will call it hero, right? And the content of hero will be transforming. Let's do it here again. So I will split it and get my hero here. I don't know what I write, so I will write it from the beginning. Transforming complex problems into elegantly crafted solutions is my passion. With a proven track record of delivering sustainable and efficient products and operations, I now channel that expertise into building exceptional digital experiences through code. Okay, so this is our hero section content. Oh, we also need this Okay. So let's call this, these are two. So think about these like enumeration keys. So I will publish this. Publish. Okay. Publish. And we will create one more post. One thing I want to check is the author is landing. So this is important. And we will have hero title. And hero title is building better solutions for a better world. Boop. A punctuation at the end. So bear with me. Okay. So now let's stop here for a moment. Then we need to fetch these information on our Next.js application. So for that we need an integration. We need a custom integration, and I will do it right now off the screen because I showed my .env before. I don't mind showing it again. For introducing envs, we are going to be using this const. Let me show it. I don't mind, because I will change it in a moment. So we need the content API URL and content API key. So I'm going to paste it. MacBook. I hate switching between Mac and. So env.get dot required as string. Required as string. So this will be it. And this is not necessary anymore. That was for demonstration. Okay, when we get these two things, now let's go to Ghost documentation, and you will see that. So Ghost documentation, it tells you everything here. So under custom integration, which was here, custom integrations, you add a new custom integration. Let me increase this font size. Then you get the content API key and your API URL. So to work this into your Next.js project, you need, it also shows it here, you add this package. We will add this package now. I didn't already, right? Okay. So we will add this content API package from Ghost. It will work itself. Cool. Now let me check it anyway. My notes. But my notes is coming to an end. From now on, we will be on uncharted territory. So now I will create a service file for my ghost content connections. I will name this ghost.ts. Okay. Now here we will import ghost content API from let's build first. So we can import config from .config, then const API equals, let's say, ghost API. I don't think we will have another API, but new, it also says it here. I don't have to rely on my notes. It's already here. Let's follow the documentation. Why not? So we import ghost content API, then we create a new instance of API, and I can call it ghost API, right? And here URL will be config.content API URL, and key will be config.api key. This is very cool. Then we will export default. Let's do it like this for now. I will close this really quick because for some reason still project doesn't acknowledge the updates to package.json. Okay, we don't have any issues here. So now what we are going to do, we will get posts, okay, and it should work. Ghost content API documentation. So if you follow this documents content API, you land here. So we have the integration. Now we will get some posts. To get the posts, what we need is actually it was let's go to Jamstack again. I want to show the documentation. That is why. So, okay. Now we can have this run. Right? So we will create a method in our function. Let's put it on the side. Wait, where is my VS Code? My VS Code got closed. It needs updating. Okay. Okay, so we will say here, for example, get landing posts. Cool. And it will be an async function. We don't need any parameters here. So this one will be, so const posts, let's say landing posts, await ghost API dot posts. It should be like this. Let's go to our dot browse. We need that as well. Right. And we will say limit all. Okay. Return landing posts. So this should get all the posts right now, not only the landing posts. To filter that, okay, let's work this into our application first. Why not? Why not? And I am gonna make this ghost equals, make this an object, get landing post, and so we can name this API. Okay, because this only, we don't export this from here. This only will be available in here. We can get the type definitions. Let's try to see. What? Cool. Okay. So for now, I will add it to my index page. In our index page, we can have export const get static props. Yes. We can also get pets. So const posts. Let's say for now await ghost dot. We created our service, remember? And it has a get landing posts page. We will get this and return it in our props. This is it. One more. Right, cool. So now this has posts, hopefully. And we can console.log posts. Why not? Now this needs to change, of course, because this is not a simple element anymore. And we need to return. This has implicitly any type, but we will fix it. So let's see if it is working. This one. So not this one here. It is not. This VS Code closed. Got cancelled. I have no idea why that happens. So, ta-tam! We get our posts. And we can see that this is the one I created before, but this one, can I increase the font size? Transforming complex problems, it even has p tags. So we can think about that. We don't want any element definitions for them. We will think about them. But as you can see, there should be also a title here. Title is hero title. We are going to use these for enumeration keys. Okay, why not? So we can successfully integrate with our content API. Now I'm going to change my API keys really quick off the screen. So if you can give me a second. This has become very cluttered all of a sudden. Okay. So I will come here. I will take this off screen. I will create a CMS. Why not? I created that. Then I will fetch this one. I heard there is a VS Code extension that understands that you are streaming, and whenever you open up a .env file, it somehow blurs it. I will change my key to the new one, and save. Okay, it is saved. So let's go back from this page, go to posts. Okay, so it is safe now. My key doesn't show, and I will not open .env, so you don't see .env. Let's get the new environment variable. So now this should fetch also. Cool, with the new key. Okay, I think we are good now. So we will apply new filters. Okay. Let me check the mails here. What are these? Okay, not important. But I don't like the red notification on top. So let's clear it. Okay. I can also pull this in. One thing they need to fix, this grouping of things, grouping of, you know, same application. It's really sucks. I hate it. And I don't understand why they don't give like separation. I hate to have it, you know, hover, then need to select, and I don't know what they are. I don't want to select. I just want to see them explicitly. I need to understand them. But anyway, so now we are here. Now let's check the API documentation. So I'm gonna apply a filter. We are going to include authors and tags. I don't need tags for landing page stuff, but let's see. So how do I apply it? Let's see. Browse limit. Maybe it tells here read slug. So we can also limit the fields we are fetching. So getting pages, include. Okay. This is the power of API. Okay. What did I do wrong? Browse, include. I think it is fine. I think I did right. Should these be an array? I don't understand. Like this? Okay, I think this is it. Let's check. Do we have tags, authors? Nice. We have the author, we have the primary author. Cool. We have tags. We get extra information. So even, you know what we can do? Const default browse config. And we can say tags and authors. And we can say default. What the hell? Okay. Okay. I will try it later. For now, add a default browse config object to this service. Why not? Let's have a note here. So I want to take this off because we will build get writing posts, get project posts, etc. And probably all will be the same. So I want to have a filter as well. Let's go to the documentation. So we can also have a filter, but I'm not sure. Include tags, authors. I don't think it is written here, but we can see it here. We can also apply some filtering. So it basically works yeah, tag, searching the tag field for fiction, plus searching minus tag fables, not fables. So this is a cool application as well. So we are going to filter by primary author. So filter will be primary author, and my author was primary author is landing. So this should work, hopefully. Let's try. So I saved it. And here we only get 2 instead of 3. How cool is this? We only get the 2 objects. Both of them are from author landing. So do you get where I'm going with this? It will be dynamic, and when I want to change, for example, I want to change the, let's go to the design. So let's say I want to change the title, or I want to change this description. I can change it on my CMS, on CMS level, and on the next refresh, it will be changed. So I think it is really cool. Yeah, I think it is really cool. Okay, what else? Yeah, So we build the get static props here. We also need get static paths. Why is it does not? So if we check the, I think it can be seen in both. Yeah, we need the get static paths to have paths built for our what do you call it? For our posts, for writings and my mind is blanking. For writings and projects. Shit. Oh, but we don't need it on the main pages, of course. We want to do it on the Slack page. Cool. Okay, we will do it later. Okay, I got a bit distracted. Okay, so this is it. Okay, I'm getting a bit distracted here. I'm getting ahead of myself. I think my mind got distracted. So anyway, we now need to find a way to start building this. Right. One more thing. What I need from this object is the HTML, right? And title. Other than that, do I need anything? I don't think so. I don't think I need anything else. Include so we are gonna say include this and that, which should be presented parameters. Okay, we are not gonna include fields, title, URL, ID, title, URL. Okay, so we can also describe fields here. And which fields do I need? So I want ID, title, slug. Cool. I don't want feature image for landing. I want the HTML, excerpt, sure, primary author. This should be it. This should be enough. Wait, what happened? What did I break? Request not understood. Okay, we cannot use the fields. Let's see. Does not play well with include. Okay, so we need to HTML. Okay, let's try this. Fields doesn't work, but we can try formats. HTML. Plain text. Okay, cool. So if I don't use this one, but use this one. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. ID title. Okay, let's do it slowly. Okay. So include, I don't need the tags, but give me the authors. Okay. Can you do that? Okay, you can do that. So we have the authors. We have the authors, but we don't have the okay. But I don't need the authors at all. So I need ID and title. And I can just remove everything else. It returns the HTML and plain text without even asking. So ID, title, and slug should be enough for me. I don't think I will ever use feature image. Yeah. Let's check it one more time for good practice. If I need anything, go to posts. Okay. So this is it. We get the slug, ID, title, plain text. For the landing posts, I am not going to have anything other than plain text, I think. So I think this is fine. Okay. I'm cool with this. So the returned object here is an array, right? An array of, let's also type it, HTML ID plain text title. We can even drop the HTML. So ID plain text title, right? So we can also type interface of landing post, ID, title, and plain text. So in this returns a promise of landing post. Can I? Okay, we cannot specify it there. Because it also has some other stuff here. Meta. Can I do it like this? We will check it out. We will check it out. It still gets the ID, plain text, and title. It still gets the slug and HTML. Okay, never mind. I don't care. I will find to have some kind of IntelliSense help here. So what I'm going to do now is how much is it? Oh, it has been 1 hour. So you know what? Let's end it here. I will return to my work where I earn my living. Now that we have established a connection to our content API, tomorrow or Wednesday, we will build this beautiful thing on the next episode, on the next video. So thank you for joining. Thank you for participating. Don't forget to it would be really lovely if you can provide me some constructive criticism, some feedback, alongside some other comments that you want to make. That will be lovely. But otherwise, let's see each other on the next episode. Check out the other content in my channel.